Stop guessing. You're considering Google Ads, but you have one big question. How much are Google Ads? If you've wasted money on other advertising that didn't pay off, you need to know exactly how much Google Ad costs and how much Google Ads pricing works before you spend a dime. I'll break down the true costs and show you how to spend less for bigger results. Hello everyone, I'm Toby Danilchuk, founder of 39 Celsius Web Marketing Consulting, and for over 2 decades I've been helping businesses like yours increase sales and profit from Google Ads and digital marketing. And if you're ready to turn your digital marketing results around so they're generating more profit, stick around. And if you find this video helpful and want more strategies, tips, and tactics to boost sales and profits, please like and subscribe to my channel for future videos. And if you're seeking personalized marketing guidance for your business, call me now at 951-444-0174 or just email me at toby@39celsius.com. My contact information is also included in the video description below, and in all my videos, I include additional links and resources in the video description, so be sure to check those out as well. Let's start with the basics. Google Ads is simply a way to get your business in front of people who are actively searching for what you offer right now. Here's the key. Google Ads pricing is based on a cost per click basis, or CPC. You don't pay just for your ad to be seen, you only pay when someone actually clicks on your ad and visits your website. This is a huge benefit because you only pay for proven interest. The Google auction system. So how is that price per click decided? It all happens in a lightning fast Google auction system every single time someone searches. You and your competitors are bidding to win this auction, allowing you to display your ad and capture the click. So every time someone types in Google keywords to do a search, there's a real-time auction happening among all the advertisers that have those keywords in their campaign. Now, as the advertiser, you are not literally placing a bid. The Google Ads system places a bid on your behalf based on several elements, one of which is your daily budget. And larger budgets often result in higher bids. But it's important to note the highest bidder doesn't always win. Google uses a formula called ad rank. It looks at your bid, but more importantly, it examines what is called your quality score. How relevant and useful your ad and landing page are to the person who is searching. Quality scores range from 1, the lowest, to 10, the highest. The impact of a higher quality score is that Google will charge you less per click than a competitor with a lower quality score. And your ad will still rank higher. And sometimes the difference in cost per click is extreme. You can pay up to 10 times more per click if your quality score is low compared to a high quality score advertiser. Here's an example from a campaign we audited. We can see the quality score is low for these terms. Then note the cost per click for these terms. Now let's compare these low quality score keywords to these high quality score keywords. We can see distinct differences in the cost per click. The low quality score keywords have significantly higher cost per click. Notice as well the other 2 columns here are ad relevance and landing page experience. These metrics provide additional feedback on what may be contributing to the quality score. This is why a well-managed campaign saves you money, improves your profit and results, which at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do, right? Grow your profit. And this is also one of the most significant advantages that an agency can help you with. Another way to think about quality score is that Google rewards good advertisers with lower costs and more exposure, and thus more traffic. The implication is that you cannot always buy your way to the top. In other words, if you have the largest budget but your landing page is poor and your ad copy is poor, you will not only pay more per click, sometimes as high as 10 times higher per click compared to an advertiser with a top performing landing page and ad copy that resonates with the searcher. Also, for a deeper dive on this particular area of Google Ads, check out my videos and posts titled The Power of Aligning Landing Pages with Google Ads and PPC Landing Page Best Practices. You can just Google that and my name and it will come up, or a link to it is in the video description down below as well. Now, let's discuss the factors that really influence what you'll pay. First, industry variability affects Google Ads costs. This is a significant factor. In highly competitive industries like law or finance, the average cost per click can be much higher, sometimes over 100 per click or more. Here's an example in the personal injury niche. We can see the cost per click for some term here is over $100. If you're in a more niche or local industry, your costs are likely much lower. Here's an example of cost per click for a restaurant. It's a fraction of what the law niche costs were. But that makes sense, right? A good personal injury case could be worth millions. So people are willing to pay that price to get a customer. In comparison, the cost per click for a restaurant is often under $1, up to approximately $2. This makes sense when you consider the average order for a restaurant customer. However, don't take higher cost per click as a negative either. It actually indicates higher economic value to you as an advertiser. If people are willing to pay that higher cost per click, it means it's delivering more value. Next, target audience and geography. Targeting major metro areas costs more because there's more competition. If you're a local business targeting a smaller region, your costs tend to drop dramatically. Next, keyword selection. The simpler, more competitive keywords like just plumber are generally more expensive. Focus instead on long-tail keywords. Longer, more specific phrases like emergency plumber North County. They have less competition, cost less per click, generally speaking, and bring in more qualified leads. So what's a realistic CPC for a small business? Across the board, the average CPC on the search network for small businesses often falls in the range of $2 to $4, which can be considered a rough ballpark number. However, remember that your industry dictates your reality. For the less expensive display network, you might pay well under $1 per click. Also, be aware of seasonal and competitive influences. Expect your CPC to increase during peak time, like the holidays for retail or tax season for accountants. It's a supply and demand game. If you want to check what the cost per click might be for your industry, use the Google Ads Keyword Planner. It's a free tool and will help you see the bid range for all of the keywords that you would like to use. Running Google Ads isn't just about the click cost. There are two additional points to consider. Management fees. If you hire a professional agency, they typically charge a fee, often a percentage of your total ad spend, maybe 10 to 30%. For a small business, this expertise is often worth it because a poorly run campaign can waste your budget fast. Website or service costs. Remember that quality score we talked about earlier? It cares about your landing page. You might need to invest in making your website faster and more relevant to the ads to improve your score and thus lower your costs. Ideally, you would have a dedicated landing page for each ad group in a search campaign. For example, if you're a spa and you offer massage therapy and facials, you should have 2 distinct ad groups for each of those services. Your alignment between the keywords, the ad copy, and the landing page all need to align. If you're running ads for a spa and you put all your services into one ad group, that's a mess, and I guarantee you will be wasting a lot of your marketing dollars because you haven't segmented your campaign by logical themes. Put massage therapy in one ad group, put facials in another, put body sculpting in another. When you do this, your quality score and overall results improve because searchers will see ads that align to what they were searching for, along with a landing page that talks only about that particular service, not everything that you do. Next up, how do you actually set a budget? Start small and focused. Rather than a large dollar amount, figure out how much you can afford to pay to acquire a new customer. This is called your target CPA, or cost per acquisition. But a reasonable starting budget for a small business is typically $1,000 to $2,500 per month, providing sufficient data to analyze and optimize. But remember, your goal isn't to get the cheapest click, it's to maximize your ROI. If you pay $5 per click, but a new customer generates $500 in profit, that's a great investment. You want to know that for every dollar you spend, you get $2, $3, or $4 back. And I have a great post titled, "How much should I spend on Google Ads?" And in that post, I provide 3 different ways to arrive at an optimal budget. So be sure to check that out if you're unsure of how to set a reasonable Google Ads budget. Remember, the cost per click you pay is also a signal of economic value. The higher the CPC, the more monetary value is associated with that search keyword. Now, what if you have a small budget? Can you still run Google Ads? The answer is yes. You can set a budget to whatever you're comfortable with. With Google Ads, you set a daily budget, whether that's $5 per day or $10,000 per day. And if you have a small budget, there are specific tactics that you can use to maximize your spend. For example, using day parting, which involves setting the specific days and times you want your ads to run. So if your budget was small, you might run ads only on the slowest days of the week or only specific times on certain days. This focuses your budget in a much smaller time frame versus spreading it out over 24 hours per day, 7 days a week, which is the default for Google Ads. For more strategies on how to run low budget Google Ads or small budget Google Ad campaigns, Be sure to check out my video titled Low Budget Google Ad Strategies, 10 Ad Hacks to Outsmart Your Competition Without Breaking the Bank. Link is in the description below, or just Google that title and my name and it should come up. However, here's a crucial point to run profitable campaigns. You must have your digital plumbing set up to achieve great results. What does that mean? This means that you have set up communication channels between your landing page or website and Google Ads. So Google not only knows what people are doing on your website or landing page, but also which conversion actions are most important to you. Is it form submissions, appointment reservations, phone calls, online sales, or all of the above? So when you set up your digital plumbing or conversion tracking, Google Ads will try to deliver more of the conversions that are most important to you to maximize your profit. Whether that's form submissions, click to call on a phone number, booking a reservation, buying online, or whatever you set as the conversion action. I have a related video on how to set up conversion tracking, and you should check that out. It's titled Google Ads Conversion Tracking. Don't start without it. Just Google that in my name and it should come up, or like I mentioned earlier, a link to that is in the video description below as well. So, is Google Ads worth the money? Absolutely yes, when it's set up correctly. It's one of the best tools for small businesses because it delivers high-intent traffic. The cost is not a fixed number, it's a dynamic investment that you control by focusing on quality scores and selecting specific keywords. You beat the competition, pay less per click, and get a bigger slice of the pie. But if you'd like us to set up your campaigns for you or just audit your campaigns, reach out to us now via phone or email. My contact information is in the video description and on the screen here. So I'd love to hear from you. What's your biggest challenge or question about Google Ads cost? Share it in the comments below and I'll respond, or just shoot me an email at toby@39celsius.com with your question. And don't forget, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more practical digital marketing tips and strategies. And if you're ready to stop feeling lost in the digital marketing maze and are prepared to start implementing a clear, personalized digital marketing strategy that directly impacts your sales and profits, let's talk. Call me now at 951-444-0174 or email me at toby@39celsius.com or check the video description for my calendar link as well. Thanks for spending a few minutes out of your day with me. I'll see you in our next video.